To be here. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and then I'm also on Twitter, Alligator Conversation JV. And we are also on 7 different podcasts. So you can find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Pocket Casts, just to name a few. So I'm so excited for today's guest. We have Miss Dalijah Franklin, which is Black Girls Pole, and she is an amazing, inspiring individual, and she is going to share some knowledge with us and talk about her amazing platform. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I am doing well, beautiful. I'm so glad we connected.
I know, I'm so glad. Sorry, I was like, okay, all the things. Yes, how are you doing?
I am doing so well. So I'm so excited that you're here. I know you are so busy and you have so much going on. So I am so honored that you are here on our show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, thank you, Bernard, for watching. And you are tuning in from Kenya. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Thank you. Yes. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So, well, my name is Dalijah. Hello, everybody. And, I am the founder of Black Girls Pole, which is an organization, a platform that is there to give women of color a platform for pole dancing, to invite them to pole dance, to, whatever they feel with pole dancing. And it's been around for 6 years. And it started off as just one event that has since then kind of taken off, and now we have retreats all over the world. We have events, we have an online platform. So yeah, it's just really taken root and just grown its legs.
Yes, I love it. So you said it started years ago. What was the huge inspiration for this to start?
Yeah, so when I was pole dancing, I started pole dancing, I want to say 11 years ago. And when I started getting into competitions and, performing more and things like that, I really just noticed that there wasn't a lot of women of color that were doing pole dancing the way that I was doing pole dancing. So I was like, where are they? I know they're somewhere, and, representation is so, so important. So I was like, well, I'm going to create this thing, and I'm going to just have an event, and I'm going to call it Black Girls Pole, and then see what happens. So I had the event, it sold out in 10 minutes, which was crazy. Right. And that's really when you're just like, oh God, I guess this was needed, and from there, it's just kind of snowballed. So the first event was in New York City in 2014.
Okay.
Then we've had events in Atlanta, Chicago, Bermuda, London, all over the place. Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow. That's so exciting. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. And you do stuff with pole convention,
yes.
Right? Yeah, which is exciting. So
yeah.
I've been in the pole industry, for some of you guys that don't know this, but I also pole dance, and I have a pole dance studio, and I've been in the industry since 2012. And have been to Pole Expo and Pole Convention,
nice.
And just, in the pole industry. So it's so exciting to see where you guys have gone from when I started to where you're at now.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely crazy. PoleCon is so awesome. It's it's one of the biggest events, and the showcase for Black Girls Pole is
yeah.
It's standing room only, insane. It's like a party in itself. So it's a convention all by itself. Yeah.
Cool.
So really cool.
Shout out Colleen.
Yeah, seriously, she is amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how did you get started into the pole industry? What made you start pole dancing?
So a friend of mine, I moved to New York City. I'm from Ohio originally, and I moved to New York City straight out of undergrad. And I was working out, and I was dancing. I actually moved here to dance, do commercial dance. And I was auditioning and going on auditions, and I was in a dance company and everything. And a friend of mine, one day we were working out at the gym, and she's like, oh my God, they have pole dancing classes. We have to try this. And I was kind of like, I don't know. And then she's like, no, we have to do this. And I was like, all right. So I did it, and it was love at first spin, I always say. And what's crazy is that probably 3 months later she quit. And
Oh,
here I am like 12 years later. So,
that is so funny because hello, Wilmer. Nice that you're tuning in. I love it. Funny story though is I can relate with you because I started out with a girl. My mom actually introduced me to pole dancing, and I was like, okay, I'm going for it. And then I started with a girl in class, and we became best friends. And she stopped pole dancing, and I'm like full force.
why does that happen? That always happens. Like people, they're like, the friend is the one that got him in it, and then the friend is the one that was like, "You're doing amazing," and it's like, this could have been us, but you know, we could have been doing this together. So.
Very much so. Yeah. So, how do you see the pole industry evolving and changing?
Well, I think now what's so crazy is, you know, because of COVID, that's such a topic right now, but more and more people are starting to feel safe, you know, polling at home, and really starting to bring pole into their homes, which I think is not by choice, but, you know, but I think after COVID and after studios really start opening up and things like that, this is giving people so much time to think about like the next step, like what will I do next? So I'm excited to see, you know, what studios will do, because there's going to be so much. I said the other day, I was doing an interview the other day, and I was like, there's going to be studios that probably just have like hug sessions, because it's like, oh my God, I missed you. I just need a hug for like 5 minutes from each person. So I think that the community will be stronger, and you know, social media now, more people are on their phones and they're seeing pole dancing, and it keeps popping up. So I think it will actually get larger because so many people are sitting at home like, oh my God, I want to do this. Like pole is becoming so mainstream that I'm excited to see where it'll go.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yes, Wilmer. And she was saying that she wants to learn how to pole dance. Yes, I say everyone should learn how to pole dance. I teach online lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But it is really growing. And I love that people are becoming more open to pole dancing, and the stigma is, you know, it's taken a while to like break through, but it's happening, you know, slowly. So
yeah.
Thank you, COVID, for helping us push at home pole fitness.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So what tips would you give someone who is inspired by your story and who's wanting to create something like, you know, you created a really powerful group, and it's very fun and inspiring and just needed?
I always say you never know who's waiting for you. You know, once you get out of the way of your own fear, you never know who's waiting for you, and it might not be tomorrow, but it might be like 5 years from now, you know. So I say just go for it. You don't have to know. I was not a business entrepreneur. I was not any of those things, and it was legit every single day just a learning, growing process. You know, you'll mess up a lot. I messed up so much. I still do. And it's okay, because you just keep going and you keep learning from it, but just try, because you never know. Just literally just try.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fear is such a huge thing. And I know that, you know, a lot of people I've been talking with lately, it seems to be a common.
Yes.
What I'm hearing is, you know, you're stopping your own self from growing. You're stopping your own self from becoming the best person that you can be, because what is holding you?
Right.
And a lot of the reason is fear, for sure.
Right. Absolutely. I think that I think that people get so into the like, well, so-and-so already did it, but that person doesn't know that the two people that you might know, and those two people that you know will tell two more people, and it'll just keep growing and growing. And then before you know it, you've created a community that you didn't know that you needed, or you didn't know that you were able to create. So definitely, when I started Black Girls Pole, someone said, who is Dalijah Franklin? Hi, I'm Dalijah. I'm the founder of Black Girls Pole. But when I started, I remember the day that I reached 100 followers on the Instagram, and I like woke my boyfriend up. I was like, "We have 100 followers!" And it was the best thing like ever in the whole wide world. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. I've reached 100 followers," even though at that time when I started Black Girls Pole, I didn't know a lot of Black women that pole dance. So I was like posting the same people. And now, you know, Black Girls Pole is almost at 100,000 followers. And it's like, Right. And it's literally like, I can honestly say I don't remember every single follower but I remember the journey of getting to 100, getting to 1,000, getting to 5,000, getting that 10K. So, and then, when I started, I didn't have a website. I had no freaking idea. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, this is a shot in the dark, and whatever the hell happens is what's going to happen. And
wow.
Yeah.
I love it though, because you're such a huge inspiration to me too, because I have my show and I don't have a website yet. I really had no idea what I was doing, and I love it. And I love all of you guys for tuning in, and I love all of my guests that have been on the show. And it's just been so much amazing energy. And I feel like it's needed to help, make the world a better place, especially during this difficult time right now.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. She is in charge of Black Girls Pole, and she is a huge inspiration in the pole dance industry. So I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited that you guys are tuning in. Yes, fear, false evidence appearing real. And yes, if you need to find a pole, you can reach out to me, X-Pole. I can find a pole. So what projects do you have that you're working on right now and that are coming up for you?
Oh God. So I'm a new mom. So he actually just turned 4 months yesterday. So I have a 4-month-old. So he is like priority right now, and even if I wanted to do something, it's like, it takes me like 5 hours to answer an email because he needs this and then I need to do that. And, so he's like priority right now, but I've started preparing for the retreats for next year for Black Girls Pole. I was like, okay, we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. So the first retreat is the end of April in the Cayman Islands, and just preparing for retreats for next year. So we're going to South Africa next year, Cayman Islands, Bermuda, and I think Amsterdam. So
wow.
Yeah. So
exciting stuff coming up for you. Congrats on the baby.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How do you juggle everything being, a new mommy and then?
No, I don't.
Cute. I love it.
Like, how do you balance everything? And I'm like, I definitely don't. Some days I'm a really, really great mom and I am a horrible business person, and that's just what it is for that day. And then some days I like answer like 30 emails and he's, with the nanny or with his dad. And I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't see you all day. Like, so it's not a balance. It's like what needs me is what I can do. And I finally had to just be okay with it. There's days that I'm like, today I'm just not going to answer any emails. Today I'm not going to look at my phone because today is just about him. So it's a matter of like placing priorities.
Okay. I love that. I'm actually going to take your advice from that because I am having a difficult time in holding everything kind of together, and I've let myself be okay with not having everything perfect. So it's like I'm trying to, I guess, monitor my time better and trying to be more efficient with stuff. So I'm going to take your advice on that.
Yeah, because it's like, some days you're just like, all right, scratch that. Yeah. I have a to-do list. Just scrap it and just sit down and don't feel guilty and just watch the 10 episodes of Netflix. But tomorrow we're going to try again. And maybe I knock off 5 things off of my to-do list, but it's better than nothing. So yeah.
Good advice. For sure. Yeah. So you, I know in your videos on Instagram that you were pole dancing and during pregnancy. And I know a lot of people, actually what's so funny is I have a friend, Leslie, who sent me a video of you. And I was like, hey, I'm actually getting ready to do an interview with her. And yes, I know her in the industry. Yeah. And then she was like, oh, this is really cool. And she's like, I really like her Instagram feed and I really like it. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So yeah, how was the whole process of the pregnancy and pole dancing and then after the pregnancy?
I loved my pregnant body. I know a lot of people don't say that, but I like until about 37 weeks, I was like, all right, get the hell out. But yeah, I loved watching my body grow. I loved, feeling the baby kick. I was one of those women that was like, pregnancy is amazing. This is amazing. And pole dancing pregnant was so freeing for me and so rewarding for me because, I was doing something that I loved while carrying something that I loved. And I think it was like more of like an evolution of me becoming another part of me. Yeah. So yeah. And it's crazy like that. It's so funny that the video that like just went insanely viral was a video that I posted the day after I had him. And I was like, oh, I forgot about this video. And I was like, I like messed up on this part. Oh, I shouldn't post it. I don't know. The lighting's not that good. And I just was like, post it, whatever. And
wow.
Yeah, it's still 4 months later, it's still like going, like I'll see someone post it and yeah, so.
Oh, it's such a beautiful video. It's just so warm and you're just so raw and it's just out there and you're just like, hey, we are.
Yeah. It's great. But the what people don't tell you is the postpartum after the baby. Oh my gosh, it's been rough because you're left with this body that is not strong. It's like going through all these different hormonal changes. It's like, oh my God, now I'm breastfeeding and like things are weird. My hips still hurt. Like, so that part is the part that I'm still trying to figure out of, how do I build my strength to another space? I'll never have the body that I used to have because it just didn't do what I just did. But like just navigating this new vessel has been interesting.
And I love that. I love that you say navigating and just accepting and having that self-love and just knowing that you just created a being and that, something amazing is happening. So that's really cool.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Yes, guys, virtual little baby. I love it. Navigating the new vessel with self-love.
1000%.
For sure. Is there any tips that you would give someone who is going through a pregnancy pole dancing?
Be careful, number one. And do what you feel comfortable doing. I stopped like going upside down. Actually, the fastest thing to go on me was like my back flexibility. So I couldn't do like Cobra. I couldn't do like back bends like pretty early on. But I was very careful and moved very, very slowly. And I would definitely say move slow. Just take it as it is. I the last time I did like hardcore pole was when I was on Saturday Night Live. And I was 12 weeks pregnant and I performed on Saturday Night Live with Lizzo. And that was probably the last, like, I was like, okay, we're done here because the morning sickness, because the everythingness, we gotta like take it down a notch. So, and then I just kind of moved slow through that. So,
wow.
Take
your time, guys. Take your time. Yes. So Lizzo, let's go back to that story. So you danced for her. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I one of my close friends is her choreographer, and hit me up because I used to be in like the commercial dance industry, and it was like, oh my gosh, Dalijah. And I was like, oh my gosh, what? And he's like, what are you doing on this day? And I was like, I mean, nothing. And he's like, can you do Saturday Night Live with Lizzo? And I was like, yes. And I didn't say I was pregnant. I actually didn't tell them that I was pregnant until like our second rehearsal. And they were like, wait, what? And wait, what? And I was like, yeah, so like, I'm really tired. So I'm just going to go sit in the corner. But it was such an awesome experience of just, being on Saturday Night Live. It's such a cool space and platform, and so she was amazing. She loved the pole dancers. It was me and one of my pole partners actually, that I pole with, and she was we were basically like twins for it. So it was a cool experience. I always had morning sickness at night. So, at Saturday Night Live, it's taped so late that I was like, just don't let me throw up on national TV.
Right? Please don't throw up on national TV. Please don't throw up.
No, but I held it down. My body worked for me.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting though. And I can imagine like Saturday Night Live has such amazing energy and it's just amazing talent. And to be in that whole scene, you just must have been so surreal.
Yeah, and it was actually the episode that Eddie Murphy came back, because it was their 20th anniversary. I can't remember, but yeah. So it was like Eddie Murphy was there, Dave Chappelle was there.
Oh.
It was like any comedian that's been on SNL over
Nice.
It was so awesome. So
nice. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm an open book, but not really. I would definitely say if you're thinking about pole dancing, stop thinking about it and just do it. People always say like, oh my God, do I have to be strong? Like I have to work out before. And it's like, no, you go to strong, I always compare it to this, like, people are like, well, I'm gonna get strong and then I'm gonna come. I'm gonna lose weight and then I'm gonna do it. And I always tell people, you don't go to the hair salon with your hair already done. Yeah. You don't tell the housekeeper to come over and you clean your house beforehand. I know some people that do that, but so it's like, why would you go into a pole class thinking, well, I need to do this before this? Because, you find a good instructor, you take it back to the very, very beginning. And the community is so great. And you do yourself, you definitely are enhancing your life, because pole dancing has completely changed my life. I've gotten to travel the world because of pole dancing. And not only that, but it's changed my confidence. It's changed how I view my body. It's changed how I can appreciate my body and the amazingness of other people's bodies that do it. So it's just been, I would say go for it. And then if you're thinking about starting something, your own business, just do it. And I say this again, do it, because you never know who's waiting for you.
Yeah, that's so true. I love it. Just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it. Yeah.
I love it. And yeah, you have to just be brave and not have that fear, and just realize that other people are going to benefit from it. And I feel like if you have passion and if you have a true driven purpose towards it, it resonates. People know that you have a good heart and that you're really wanting to put something meaningful out there.
Yeah. And it's just being consistent. You can't do it one time and be like, oh my God, I sucked, I'm done. It's like, well, so can I swear on here?
Yes, of course. This is real.
I'm like, no shit, you sucked. It was your first time. You're going to suck the first time, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 10th time. There's still days that I go and I'm like, God, that sucked. But I just keep going, so it's okay to be bad at something.
And I love that. It's like you said, be consistent. That's so cute, guys. Be consistent. Yes. For sure. What is it that you want to be remembered for?
Oh God, that's hard. It's my boyfriend calls me an obsessive life giver. Because I just love telling people that they can. And I think if anything, I would want to be remembered for being that mustard seed that was like, dude, just do it. You can do it. Nothing, if there's nothing else, like Black Girls Pole Shore, like, anything else, all of the other things that have happened in my life, but me really inspiring people to try to be their greatest is one of the things that I love so much. And I'm really passionate about it.
No, I love it. I love it. Yes, obsessive life giver. That's awesome. And you have such beautiful energy. You're such and it just resonates and it just shows through, and you're such a huge inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're definitely doing it, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. So
I love it. Thank you so much for being on the show. It has been such a pleasure and such an honor. And I'm so excited for your journey.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. Will I see you like at PoleCon if they're hopefully next year?
Yes. Yes, I will see you at PoleCon, and I'm hoping more stuff. Yeah. So
Sure.
I love the pole industry, and I always tell everyone, just get involved in pole dancing. The industry is amazing, and it's just so loving, and just, it's a good way to stay fit, to build your confidence, to empower yourself, to empower others. And it's just a good community.
It is. It is.
Yeah. And the fact that you take it into your life and you manifested this incredible career and you have a beautiful family, It's very
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, of course. So, yes, hugs to your little one.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
I love it. Yes, thank you so much, love. It was such a pleasure.
Yes, you too. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. So thank you guys for being on Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and then follow us on all our different podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Pocket Cast. So also I'm on Instagram, Elegant Jacqueline. And today's episode, we were talking about pole dancing and the pole industry. And I hope you guys got some wonderful tips. So Black Girls Pole, we were talking about, the founder. And so I'm super excited. We had Miss Dalijah on the show. So thank you guys. Lots of love. Take care. Take care.